Nikki,
Hi.
how are you?
Great.
You got
great.
some voice. You
A
have
little
you,
bit.
you guys didn't play over the weekend?
No, we didn't. We did not.
I took a wild guess. But Nikki, who did play recently, is the Washington Mystics, who came
they
in as the
did.
overall runner-up in the WNBA. They held their home opener and the grand opening for the Mystics at the Entertainment and Sports Arena. And we were there and had a chance to file this report.
What's up, guys? Jay Rochelle here in the Entertainment Sports Arena, and I am so excited to be here for a Washington Mystics season opener. Tonight, the Washington Mystics are hosting the team that they played last year in the playoff semifinals, the Atlanta Dream. Now, before tonight's game started, they were rallied on by a neighborhood block party that I am sure will help to rally this team on, who is down 0-1 right now. They are eager to run it back, and I'm pretty sure that the block party plus the intensity in this room is what they need. I'm excited to see how tonight plays out.
Start at home. It's a good way to christen a building. I guess the fans got to go home with chicken too, so they got a lot of stuff. It was a great start. I mean, we had a lot of people play well. We shot the ball really well, obviously. So I don't think shooting will be an issue as far as the sight lines or anything. I think we got that part figured out. But I thought we set the tone defensively in the first half. You know, we made shots tough for them. Obviously, they played last night, but we tried to take their legs from them with our pressure and with our transition back at them and make them have to work. And I think, you know, we did what we were supposed to do.
Coach, can you talk about the energy of this day leading into the first game at the new building?
Well, it's kind of funny. I said to our coaches, you know, the one thing is that, you know, Atlanta, even though it was a back-to-back, they kind of played in a more sedate environment last night. And I thought maybe our crowd was going to get them hyped too, which, you know, lasted a little bit. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. I've been thinking about it for a while, and then you kind of just forget it. It's the regular day until all of a sudden you're at shoot-around this morning and you say, okay, we're actually going to play here now. We had never been on our court until this morning. So it was kind of fun for our players to see it and get out there and get going.
Could you have drawn it up any better?
Probably not. It's, maybe better defense in the fourth quarter. I don't know. I'm greedy.
Yeah. Coach said that you guys look like a team that was excited about each other and playing. So can you just explain to us how it feels being back playing with these teammates again?
When I came back first, you know, it was pretty much the same, but still everything was different. It was hard to explain what was different, and I think it's just them going to the finals last year and the feeling. So I had to like adapt a little bit, but today, like, everything clicked together, and we really played like good in offense, and in defense there's still some points we could work on, but we see it in practice, and then today it's exactly a team like Coach T said.
Totally agree. Thank you, and good luck with the season.
It feels really good to be at home, and I like the arena. I like how everybody's pretty much right there with you, so it's really fun to be able to hear them and sometimes not even hear yourself.
Exactly. Everybody who was able to get touches tonight was on the boards. How does that make you feel? How do you think you guys played as a team collectively, knowing that everybody was able to contribute to tonight's game?
I think that's a testament to who we are. I think we have a lot of weapons on this team. Everybody can do their thing, and I think it fits well.
And there you have it, a great win here in the new home of the Washington Mystics, the Entertainment Sports Arena, 96-72. Ariel Atkins led the way with 21 points and 3 assists. Deladon right behind her with 18 points and 7 rebounds. The home team did not disappoint tonight. Next game will be on Wednesday against the Sky. You guys stay tuned, because we will. Back to you guys at the studio.
Jay, Rochelle, and Nikki, and now with us in the studio to discuss the Mystics opening start and the start of the WNBA season are the host of Side Hustle with Alena Seven, Alena Neves, a.k.a. Alena Seven, and Coach Jimmy Fly Hellmann of HSRN. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Roundball Report.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Always.
Now, the
Always.
Mystics,
Nice to see you, Fly.
Seven with an Evil Knievel outfit. Love it.
Evil Knievel.
That's going to be past our demographic. So Alena.
Yes.
The Mystics christened their new arena with a victory. They dominated from start to finish, and the outlook, it's going to be interesting because Emma Measham is only going to be here for the next couple of games and then miss a month.
Yes,
but they'll have her for the stretch run.
Right, exactly. So they'll have to work her back in once she gets back, right? But however, she was effective season before last. She really helped them. Unfortunately, she didn't play last season, and they went to the finals without her. So, I mean, I'm interested to see how well they do with her. And obviously, you know, they played 2 games, so really we haven't had that much of a chance, but I think she was quite effective for them because either Alena Neves or Misa Min could come in and handle the job for either one. And Christy Tolliver was always consistent and always helpful in that game. But everybody, I felt, touched the ball and was able to have an impact and produced in this game. Now, if they could play like that consistently, then
Did you feel the energy level was better because of the size of the new arena?
You know what? You're absolutely right. I was not at the arena, but I watched it and I felt like there was a lot more energy from what I saw. And I've been to that arena because I was there with the G League, the Capital City Go-Go. So I knew what was going to happen anyway. I knew that it was going to be effective for them, and I knew it was going to be a strong momentum push for the Mystics. And it's proving to be, and they had a great season home opener to embrace the new stadium, and a whole new crowd was there just to welcome them.
Jimmy.
A sellout crowd. I mean, how better can you be?
What was the announced crowd?
Sellout.
No, what was the number?
There was a sellout. We don't.
It was a sellout. What
I know the
doesn't make
capacity
it a big
seating.
stadium.
I know
It's new. What
all
is
right,
it?
I know
It's
the
5,000,
capacity.
right?
No, 4,200.
Oh,
Okay.
The announced crowds at the Capital One Arena were always 7,000, 8,000. So
They never announced a sellout. They announced
Exactly.
They
a sellout.
announced a sellout last night.
I understand
Or
what they
Saturday.
announced, but no, they definitely have a
Did you
home
count?
court. I counted some empty seats right there in the front row. And in any event,
Those are Bradley Bill's
it's
seats.
going to
He was
be
a late arrival.
It's going to be a home court advantage to them, no question.
Like it was in the playoffs when they played down at the Smith Center.
No question about it. But 24 assists. They shot 57% from the floor. This is the top free throw shooting team in the league. They shoot 85%. And Misa Min coming back, she'll stabilize the second uniform. And come playoff time, give them another post presence because these WNBA teams that are elite in the top 3 or 4 all have post presence. And EDD doesn't have the physicality to go down in the post and bang with physical centers.
Right.
She's a finesse player. So Misa Min, Saunders, Hawkins, they have multiple players that they can throw in there at the 5 spot. Right. So, and my girl Ariel Atkins, who I said in the preseason when we interviewed the coach that she would be a secondary scorer. She was the leading scorer in this game, 21 points, 4 out of 7 from 3, 8 out of 11 from the floor, EDD 7 out of 9 from the floor, 18 points.
And she didn't play in fourth quarter because they were up by
and
25, 30 points.
Misa Min gave 14 coming off the bench. This team could score last year. They averaged in the 80-point range. So they're going to be able to score if they can get that team defense, in place. Remember, 1-2 seed, that's where they need to be because no team in the last 11 years has won a WNBA title unless they were a 1 or 2 seed going in.
Well, the talk coming into the season is
And the
about
healthiness of Alena Neves as well.
The talk coming into the season has been Las Vegas Aces with they got Cam Beige and they also have the sophomore center from South Carolina, Asia Wilson. And they're huge, but they're favored. They got off to, I think they're 2-1 right now. So the Mystics are really they don't decide the playoffs by East and West anymore. It's just the top seeds. But with Seattle missing Sue Bird and Brianna Stewart for the season, that opens up things if they can stay healthy, like you mentioned, Alena.
Right, exactly. And also, I was reading somewhere, I can't remember where, but I was reading that some of the predictions actually have the Mystics as being a contender to win the finals this year, simply because of the issues that Seattle Storm is having, and then also the fact that the Sparks Maya Moore is not playing this year. She's taken some time out. So, I mean, there's a huge opportunity and huge gap for the Mystics to go ahead. And plus, they got Meeserman back. I mean, my goodness, you know, Ariel, Atkins, Saunders, they're all playing. Everybody is touching the ball. So I just think that they're playing great team ball right now. There's a lot of electricity, a lot energy. I love it, and I'm just hoping.
And those sellout crowds, Jimmy.
Sellout. And they have
We're gonna have evil. I want an evil Knievel.
Yes.
I want you to jump the backboard on your motorcycle
you never know.
at halftime.
Look, I'm a
Just come
trainer
down
during
the
the
ramp.
day, so watch out.
You know, like that mascot for the Utah Jazz. He used to slide down the steps.
Bring it back home, Jimmy. Bring it
Right.
back
What you
home.
talking about? My outfit is fatigued. We do more than just.
Well, we're going to continue to cover the Mystics throughout the season, but right now we're going to turn the page to NBA hoops, where Jimmy's pick, got to give him credit first before we drill in on him. Jimmy picked Toronto to make it. He had picked them to win the finals. He did before the season started. Once they got Kawhi Leonard, he picked Toronto to win it all.
Toronto, but it was after Jimmy already chose Toronto. I said Toronto.
Toronto,
I said anyone other than the Warriors.
She's a bad. She likes jumping
I'm
on my
sick of-
picks.
And just to be contrary, I'm going with Golden State. Well, actually,
I know.
Golden State because Jimmy picked Toronto,
I know that's the
and
number one
because Quinn
reason.
Cook, I've known since he was 7 or 8 years old. He grew up
He
in my
made some
neighborhood.
big shots.
did
Yes,
he?
he did. He came up big last night.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
he had
really
three
good.
pointers.
He did.
You know, I was off. I totally thought Milwaukee had this.
I did too.
I
really
didn't.
did.
Last time we aired, they were stomping
didn't.
Toronto, and then
And I wasn't here, but
Then Nick Nurse made some
Nick
adjustments.
Nurse made
well,
some-
he made the adjustment that should have been made. Kawhi Leonard, go guard the Greek freak.
Go
Yes,
guard the Greek freak.
exactly.
That's exactly what happened.
And
More aggression.
after game 2, see, that's why you got to listen to what players say. They interviewed Kawhi Leonard, and he just said, somebody said something about, oh, you know, you worried, blah, blah, blah. He gave him a 3-word answer. We're going home.
Mm-hmm.
He's been through this,
Right.
you know, and that's what people don't understand. Gasol, Defensive Player of the Year. Where does he come from? Western Conference to the East. Kawhi, MVP Finals, Western Conference to the East. Ibaka, played in the Finals, Western Conference to the East. Also defensive, I don't know if he's Player of the Year, but top, you know, first team all defense. Danny Green, first team. They got defense. They're winning with defense.
Right.
And that's why they're going to beat Golden State.
I'm
Look,
with you.
So
I'm
you
with
know
the
who else
coach.
is going home? Golden State's going home now, Jimmy.
They're going
Right.
home now, but they're trust me, they're licking their wounds because they're looking like this ain't Portland we're
No,
playing.
it wasn't an easy win
No.
last night.
No.
And
But let me
Boogie-
tell you something. They had trouble the first round, though. Remember,
They did.
they played the Clippers, and the
and
Clippers
won
came
6
back
games.
from, yes. I'm just saying, they have a tough way to go when they play a team who plays defense. It's just the Clippers just didn't have enough
Right.
towards the end, and they, you know, obviously the Warriors stepped up their game, which they do, and they do that well. But the only thing about it is I think that's so brilliant is Nick Nurse's ability. He's like a chameleon. He makes adjustments per team, per game, per player. And that's something I really have not seen. You know, Giannis just kept playing his game. And I feel like the Raptors turned their game around simply because they made adjustments. Everybody got involved in the game, and they were able.
All
No,
right.
they do.
We're gonna get into that more in the next segment, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go to a quick break. We're gonna come back.